GM, yes. Welcome back, family. What's going on? To another OhnahjiU Saturday here on May 16th. May's already halfway over. That's crazy. Where's the time going? Day 271 out of this 365 daily live stream journey. Back with another one for our Saturday space, 10 a.m. PST. Nice, bright, and early in the morning. Our longest running segment, and having these amazing conversations with OhnahjiU and the OhnahjiU fam. And we got Boss 2.0 in the building, Dina Com, sitting down with us, chilling. What's going on, family? Good to see you, GM. How's everything going your way? What's the word?
What is going on? Good to be back. Back in my regular. Let's still get my lighting together. Um, back where I am supposed to be on my regular time in my regular spot. Um, it's been a busy week over here. I got 4 more days left. The countdown, y'all. The countdown. 4 more days until summer. Um,
We
but
here.
yeah, it was like I tell you. I'm not going to try my best not to miss an OhnahjiU Saturday. If it is, it's because I just could not get out of it. But we
Yeah.
went to a conference today for dance coaches. It was yesterday and today. And they were like, "Are you going to stay for the last one?" I'm like, "No. I have somewhere to be. I have plans this afternoon. I got to go. See y'all later." Because I'm like,
That's what's up.
I hadn't been where I needed to be. I got to be back with my folks. Plus, I got a pretty good topic to talk about. But yeah, always good to be back. Good to
Solid.
see your face, B. Good to see the folks over here in the chat and good type of stuff. Welcome back to all of y'all. And let's go get it.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been an amazing time. It's good to see you. Appreciate you coming through. I hope the conference went well. Hope you didn't miss too much, but it's always good to see you. So it's amazing having you. Yeah, school's almost out. Summer's here. It's grad season. I'm gonna be traveling like crazy coming up here in the next 2 months. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it is.
gonna be a good time.
I never always like it's always in the back of my brain, but then I think about it because I don't. My nephew, he's gonna graduate in 2 years, so I never really think about grad season. But yeah, it definitely is, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And it's a big milestone. I got two this year, getting out of high school, so it's gonna be fun.
Woo!
It's gonna be fun. Yeah. We getting up there. I got adults in the crib left and right. So
Adults,
it's
that's
ah,
wild.
yeah, yeah. Got Scape in the building. They said asking for the shoe on the head. I'm crying, Scape. What's going on, family? Yeah, I don't know if the shoe on the head is gonna happen on the ONJUU Saturday. I don't think. So you might have to wait till day 11. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
know they
Good to see you,
11.
fam. Yeah. How's everything going your way? How's the weekend starting off? What's the word? What's the word? All right, boss had an amazing topic. Yes, let's get into it. Before we hit into a little, pop art by AP, security and AI. AI security is, yeah, I see through them warned us and told us, and in true I see through fashion and OhnahjiU fashion, we ahead of the game, telling the fam what to look out for, what's going on in the direction of emerging tech. But before we hit this pop art by AP, we do have some other art news the boss brought up. So let's go ahead and get into that because this is kind of crazy. This
Oh,
is
we
kind
get
of
into
crazy.
it. Okay,
Yeah,
jump it
let's go.
right on in.
Let's
So
go.
came in the building, saw this. B just pulled it up. So let me zoom in a little bit on it. Let me see if I can get a little bit bigger. No, not quite. Okay. There we go. Getting there. But we as we see right here, this was when was it? On the 12th. So earlier this week, um, we are on X see this new piece, this new post by Shlams. Don't know who this person is. Um, again, that I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. But let's talk about the situation.
I've
Shlams
seen his
posted,
name pop up quite a bit.
do
I
you?
think he
Okay.
is like a conceptual artist. A big like just a thought artist. He's kind of I think the space kind of reveres him. The crypto Twitter space kind of reveres him up there with kind of Jack. I see his name in some of those,
Uh huh.
but not as graphic design and technical as Jack is.
Got
But yeah, so yeah, go ahead, go ahead. I seen him.
Okay,
I
got
seen
you.
it
Thank you for the context. Because again,
for sure.
I've been I like in and out the game, in and out the game. So I hadn't seen it, but glad to know. And now that I hear, he's a conceptual artist, thought artist. Some of this makes a little bit of sense. But Schlam posted this. AI generated image in the style of Monet's water lilies. It said, please describe in as much detail as possible what makes this inferior from the real Monet painting. So as we start to scroll, I mean, I feel like this is what he says, please focus on the specific visual elements. So he wants to know what visual elements make the AI version inferior to the actual version. We're kind of already getting to kind of where it is, and things are coming in slow. As you kind of see this, that was the ultimate result. But just pointing out this first one, I'm disappointed I have to even point it out. There's no cohesion to depth and color. The reflection of the tree blends into the lily pads with no regard for spatial depth or contrast. The background of the lily pad algae amalgam is egregiously vague, like most art. Now, this sounds a little bit overblown, but okay, it is what it is. But I feel like we see this happen often. Here's another one. The choice of color in places, the purple around the lily pad sticks out to me as decidedly worse than most Monet. I get the sense that the artist failed to connect the eyes to the brush palette so much more. You can tell the difference. Extra different flowers. The lily pads in this one are better. Allegedly real one is superior in the sense that it carries and conveys more information than the artificial one. So we see people coming up and, I mean, kind of low-key reaching. And I'm going to get back to the top. Low-key reaching to find something, because you know what the gag is for this whole thing. This is a cropped image of Monet's actual water lilies.
Nah, he's out here trolling. Shalom's out here trolling. That's insane.
So he got out here and trolled. And then in the greatest art fashion, low-key Web3 fashion, low-key NFT fashion, went and minted the inferior image with the post, has titled it inferior image. The caption is what the Twitter post was. And if you look down here, the auction has ended. Let me see if I can zoom in to what it sold for. Look at this ETH in the corner. $41,295.71.
I'm crying. Now, okay,
This
so
is not, when big stuff happens, and we said this, we used to say this, like, when big stuff happens, like, go and mint it. Like, just to have it kind of for posterity. He has turned this post into posterity and came out of it $42,000 in his wallet.
So, couple questions. Did he reveal that this was just a crop before minting or after?
You know what? I am not sure. Let's go back over, because I know it was over here in the replies. This was
my guy Icy threw in a
after.
building.
This was after. Thank you to, there we go. Thank you to everyone who provided the critique and analysis. I have minted the inferior image on the Ethereum blockchain and will now auction it to the highest bidder. So it seems like to me, he let everyone go in and critique and then turned around and said, this was a crop of the real thing and it's going to go to the highest bidder.
So one is that legal? Is he gonna get in trouble for this? If somebody from the art world or something found out and it was just a cropped Monet, like Monet's long dead, but okay, yeah. So I'll be honest. I don't know a whole lot about, I know, Monet, the artist, but as far as like if people were scrolling and showing me different artworks and they were like, pick out the public domain. Okay. All right. Well, there you have it.
Okay.
There you have it. Shout out to IC.
But even more so, like, let's go get it. I feel like now that we've seen it, we're gonna get copy pasta. We're gonna get NFT copy pasta. I'll put up a box real quick and say, hey, tell me what's different from the original.
Man.
Yeah, so they paid for that, absolutely. But the whole thing was a troll in the first place, because he said, tell me what's different. And everybody, like we read some of the tweets,
Yeah.
everybody is reaching for like these really far overblown
Yeah.
explanations. And I feel like it's the original's worth money, but absolutely. Well, apparently this
Yeah.
moment was too. The troll moment was too. But he trolled everybody. It really, for me, speaks to um, you know, the polarizing effect of AI in art.
Facts.
Because literally, I still, it still, it irks me just to hear it. I don't really do anything about it, but it irks me to hear when people call AI like AI slop. And let's not get it twisted. There are some things that are, you
Yeah.
know,
Facts.
but there was a conversation I was listening to a podcast not too long ago, and they were talking about it was a keep or kill, and they asked the guest, "Would you keep or kill AI music?" We've
Mm.
had this conversation many a time, um, and the guest was someone who is not, the not well versed in what's going on, just pop culture commentary. And he said immediately it was kill. We've had this conversation. We've said we understand bits and pieces of it. We want to see artists use the AI tools to help enhance what they do. Um, but just how polarizing it is for people to be like immediately, like, oh, this AI, it's the worst. It's not, it can't compare to the original. You just critique the original.
Yeah. That part.
And I see through, I think what it actually reveals is that it wasn't AI at all that polarized them because they made everything up. Absolutely. For me, it feels a little dogpiling. It feels a little
Mm.
dogpiling. It
I
feels
mean,
like, oh, it's AI. And even on the actual post, you see there's a little disclaimer down there that says made with AI.
yeah. Yeah.
So you can just place a label on it and have people turn up about it, and then turn around and get $42,000 richer.
I think the $42,000 price tag also is attached to him and you know, his fame in the space as well too. I don't know if like,
Absolutely.
yeah. But we were having a conversation yesterday. We were talking about AI music, all that good stuff, AI images and stuff. And I was making the comment about like, it kind of all still boils down to intention and story. And that's all Shlams has done here is really kind of just made this dialogue, made this psychological exercise into a story around something, and then hits you with the plot twist. Like humans love a plot twist, and hey, that's all you need to do. I no, I didn't see any of this anywhere. I mean, I need to get on X more. Maybe I don't. Maybe I do, but I didn't see this anywhere. This is hilarious. I'd have been dying. When you first told me, I was weak. This is crazy, but it doesn't surprise me. I think people are going to hunt for whatever they're led to. You know what I'm saying? And I think if someone's like, "Oh, this is AI, spot the difference." People are gonna, scour their brains thinking there is a difference. I don't know. Is that kind of like a little like placebo type of, what's the human psychology behind that? It's like, and I know he was just laughing at those responses too. You can tell when he's quoting them like 10 out of
Yeah.
10, no notes. Like, he's just trolling them,
What
having
a
a
great and
blast.
direct commentary.
Yeah.
As funny as it is, it won't change anything. Society has been trapped in a cycle of having something to be angry about and something to be afraid of for too many years now.
Mm, that's a
And but
bar.
what it shows to me is that um not only that, but the lack of knowledge and fact checking and just blind belief that people
Mm,
have, especially when he has turned around and brought attention to the fact that there has been such anger in AI art has been so polarizing.
yeah.
He's crazy like a fox. Crazy like a fox. Like right in his wheelhouse. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I wonder how people's minds work when they think about that stuff. Do they just seem like, oh, I'm gonna play a game and just put it
Yeah.
up and see what happens, and then turn around and um turn around and then has he was like, oh, this was a moment. Let me go put this up.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I think it's hilarious. Also, I think, you know, I don't know. Somebody like me, if I would have seen it on the timeline, I don't think I would have engaged. I don't think I would have responded. Just because I'm like, I'm not trying to pit AI art against regular art,
Yeah,
especially, you know, I would have just watched the experiment pan out. Um, I don't know, boss. I think AI is tricky, on the art side. I think there's been huge discussion lately around, some of these recent artists, New Music Fridays, and people are like, the music feels, sounds, looks different, melodies are different, the writing's different. Are these artists using AI? And it's some of the greatest collaborative artists of all time. Why would they not?
truly.
They've used all the tools to their discretion when it comes to writers, producers, engineers. They're gonna pay, and go spend their money and vacation wherever they need to vacation. If this is another step in the chain where those big major artists are like, I could just pay to utilize some AI tools to simplify my audio workflow. I mean, I think the AI in music is just the auto tune conversation all over again. We're just gonna see that
Yeah,
grow and grow.
I can see that. I can see that. And, I think you said we've been trained up properly. I appreciate that, Sensei, because we have, and every time I see the conversations, I'm able to zoom out and be like, y'all, this is way, it's not, you're doing too much. You're
It's not
doing
that
too
deep.
much.
It's not that deep.
It's
Yeah,
not that deep. You're doing too much. But then you say that, and I will. Drake just dropped 3 albums. What was that, yesterday?
that was last night. Yeah. Yeah,
And
yeah. Well, yeah, yesterday.
there was a real small part of me that was like, "That's a lot of work." I mean, I don't know how many track listings are, how many tracks are in each, but I'm like, that's a lot of work. And I haven't had a moment to listen to it. I don't know what his new sound is, if there is a new sound. I'm like, are these old cuts from past albums? Did he just turn around and make a whole bunch of new stuff? Um, and it makes me think like, 3 albums, that's like 40 something tracks, gotta be at least. I'm like, did he use somebody out there?
Hmm.
And maybe he would be the one. I can see Drake being the music troll, but also being the one that made it kind of serious. Like we were talking about a while back. Like, who do you think would be somebody who would use some AI to help enhance their stuff? And he might be like, yeah, all this stuff is AI.
Yeah.
You want to be BL Dreezy me? Let me Uno reverse this on you and give you three whole albums of content of music that was made with the same stuff you tried to clown me on.
And a lot of that story as well too is, he has beef with his label from the whole way. He felt that they handled uh the person he was beefing with was also on that same label.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
these 3 albums is, fulfill a album agreement and get on up out of there. So you never know.
Why
You
not
never
get it
know.
done real quick? Hey,
Yeah.
run that through so and so. Run, run,
Mhm.
run it through Claude real quick. I want.
Interesting. It's
There's a part of me that really wants that to happen. You see how I'm like really leaning in. There's a part of me that wants that to happen so that he can like turn around and like flip this whole thing and be like, y'all think y'all know, you really don't. The stuff you listen
yeah.
to in the club, that's not. I mean, that's my voice, but I didn't do nothing to it. I just ran it through over the weekend, released it, so I can get out my contract. It's good, whatever.
Well, we have the tools like Suno Voices and things like that. It's like you can, there's many apps you can just sing, hum into the thing, and it's, spit out something a little bit more polished or a lot more polished if you pay to subscribe. No, just kidding.
No, no,
But
for real.
I mean, the other, you mentioned that, and you mentioned, him being an artist that might try that for sure. The other one in question, though, the discourse is getting louder and louder, is from the week before, Mr. CV, and that's one of the ones where you're like,
Really?
I don't, the music, the vocals, it sounds different. Even people are like, his lisp is missing, like his human flaws are not there. So
Go get Miss B.
we're gonna
Where
right,
Fred at? I need to.
right,
Wow, I didn't think about that. 'Cause,
yeah,
I did see the album drop again. Haven't had an opportunity to listen.
yeah,
The just even the style of it looked a little different for me. Like
yeah.
the album cover and things like the visual, and I was like, oh, is he kind of returning back to old stuff? Um, but hearing that, hmm,
And it's the same kind of situation with Drake's 3 album drop as well too. It feels like you were saying, and IC3 was saying he's had a lot of time on his hands before these 3 album drop. Like he's had a year, he's been teasing this rollout for a year with different,
mhm.
pieces and the rollout and all that good stuff. So he's had plenty of time. It sounds like tracks all over these 3 albums are all over the place. Like some could have been from way back in the day, some early collabs and different things like that. Some sounds like he might have finished them up, a couple weeks or a week before. Same with the CV joint too. It's like, yeah, how? But I mean, if you think about it though, all a lot of these new DSP tools and different music tools and digital tools, they've been using AI. Auto tune essentially is using AI, but we're really just not. I don't know. It's like how much. Like, are we just going straight Suno? Are we going straight Google Studio? And you know,
But
one of the other things I did.
you can't tell people that though. You cannot tell people that. The
We
one
can.
couple of times that I did like low key almost get dragged over on Twitter was when they were coming for JT, and I turned around and be like, "Baby, you're a digital artist. Like you already use." When I tell you, mentions were in shambles for days. You
Yeah, I
cannot say
remember
that.
that.
You can't. But essentially, it still is.
Yeah,
You're just using it to enhance what you have, absolutely. Um, but I don't. This is such. This is such an interesting time right now because
it is.
I need somebody to come out and say that new single that like went to the top that was the song of the summer. You know,
It's
lyrics
already happened.
lyrics from GPT. I recorded them as a voice memo, put them through Suno. There you go.
It's already happening over on Spotify. Some of these Spotify top of the charts, and
Oh,
you
this is true.
know, yeah, it's already happening. How we feel about it, I don't know. Like we said, like there's we're gonna be into the part where you're gonna have a niche audience that is like super focused on the artisanal craft of old school ways of making music. I don't know. People love and collect vinyls. Like that doesn't ever really go away. Sometimes it comes back, but you're not gonna beat it. We say you cannot protect against anyone taking using whatever parts of the music were made purely generative AI from a prompt, so people will be incentivized to. True, true, true. Mm, I don't know. It's all tools, And I think the way that I'm gonna try to personally have these conversations around, AI output is that I'm just gonna tell people, okay, if you have a problem with it, you just don't like the story that the artist is telling. Simple as that. But I get it because if the artist is just coming into space using all of the new tools and generating quote unquote slop just for the money bag or for the fame or for the numbers or whatever, and we can clearly see that. I get that. That's something that you can be upset about. I wouldn't be. That's a waste of time. But I think you're just that people are just getting upset with the story that that person's telling, which boils down. I've been intertwining that heavily within the last few weeks is just the intention. It's just the story that they're telling. You know, if the art they came with, if the art, you know, JT was making wasn't ruffling some feathers out there, they just have a problem with the story that he's telling. Simple as that. I don't know.
I agree with that. I think from my end, I've taken the stance of I'm gonna treat AI like Beyonce. I don't argue about
Okay.
it.
I got
I will
bones to
never
pick with.
change
I
my
got
mind.
bones to pick with her though.
Oh
I got a
well,
bone to pick with
we have
her.
to get it. We have to get the mother right now. But but for me, it's just I'm not gonna change your mind about it. You're not gonna change my mind about it.
Yeah, true, true.
I'm open to hearing perspectives like I always am, but I'm not gonna try to switch it up. I'm not gonna try to say, "Oh, you're wrong because of this. Let me show you how," because it's too polarizing right now. Truly,
Yeah,
truly. So
for sure. Nacho in the building with the 5 stream streak. I see you. Gotta can't stay. Gotta drive. Have a good stream. Appreciate you, man. Have a safe drive and get to your destination safely. For sure, for sure. Good to see
see
you.
you later.
No, boss. It's a short thing. I just really just need her to get into that Rock Act 3 because
Uh,
all of the writers, and you can see this through the music, all of the writers that are out there now are writing all these country top lines, and I am so sick of it. The country top lines are popping on those 3 album drop 2 days ago, and in CB's joint, and I'm like, no, this is not.
really?
Yeah, yeah,
I gotta go listen to this. I gotta go listen to this
yes.
in CB.
You
I cannot
you will
believe y'all
hear
are
them
gonna add me
immediately.
listen to Chris Brown.
You will hear them
Really?
immediately. Like, what? Why are we doing these melodies? And I mean, it's mother's fault, but she got that
Well,
influence.
no, but we put it. Run it at. Run it at. I think you said they're doing country because country's doing numbers,
Yeah,
and they want a tour. I get that. Country is
yeah,
low key synonymous with parts of it. It's synonymous with summer, but to me, and you're talking to Popnista right here, like popcorn all day, every day.
yeah,
Beyonce and that country album came after the peak of what was going on in not mainstream country, but in the infusion of like pop into mainstream. Because before that, it was I low-key kind of felt like it was Gaga who kind of got it moving with Joanne, and then we saw everybody trying to jump into it. I know Kylie Minogue did a real big like pop album that was doing well, and we started to hear it here and there, and then we kind of heard a little bit about Beyonce coming out with Cowboy Carter. We heard 16 Carriages, we heard all the rest. We had the whole tour, and for me, I didn't really hear a whole lot about it. So now everything after it feels like she is they are countries and number for black folks. Yeah, it kind of feels like everybody is using that when Beyonce came in at the end of the mainstream. So maybe we're
yeah.
hearing it for the country line for the black music, which it kind of always
Mm,
has been. And then we got K Michelle, somebody who's been in country for like a hot minute, doing
yeah,
stuff already and kind of taking it to the next level and giving it a little bit more legitimacy. So I
yeah.
see where you're going with that, but that is really interesting.
And even before that, right? Even before all of that, like Lil Nas X in his run, right?
True.
That was
Old Town Road, absolutely. Going back
yeah.
even further.
So yeah, let me leave mother alone. But she the one that put the mother
They got
spin
it
on it,
moving. They
and the
got it
story.
moving.
The
Yeah,
story tells the
very
story,
much.
dives into yeah. It's time for the rock. That's all.
I,
Because I'm
let's go.
serious. These like I see through is saying, they're doing country because the country's doing numbers. The writers are writing the country top lines because that's what's in right now. That's what's doing numbers. And you can hear it all through these new collaborative artists music, which is the CBs, the Drizzies, they aren't, they don't shy away from no, I collaborate and I got writers. It's all good. But you can hear
Wow.
these country top lines, and I'm like, it's for me, I'm just like, ah, that's not what I'm listening for when I'm listening to an R&B record. So it might be nitpicky, it might be engineer ears on, but let me let you know. No, it's not. It's not because it's real twangy. It's real. Nah, you'll hear
No, it's no.
it.
I feel like I mean I haven't heard it, but you know it when you hear it, especially when it's from a different artist.
True.
Especially when it's from a different artist. And if you haven't gone in that direction. And it feels bandwagony, it feels money grabby instead of intentional. Like, you know, uh Lil Nas X to Old Town Road, that was a little. I feel like that was more buzzy, you know.
Mm,
But when I think about probably even Joanne, because
Mhm.
Gaga is an Italian from New York. Girl, what are you doing? But when I think about Beyonce bringing intentionality and storytelling in it, uh, I can see it. But if
Yeah.
but if you're not going to do that, like I haven't heard the new CB, I haven't heard the new Drake. But if you're bringing this in, the first thing I'm gonna do when I hear that is gonna go back to somebody who did it right. We talk about that in dance all the time. When we
That's the
hear
part.
when we are at a dance competition and I hear "I Will Always Love You," you're going to go back to whatever it was that first brought you to it. And if you've seen a dance, or you've seen something that stuck in your mind about it, your mind is going to go back to that. So if I'm going to hear that from CB, I'm going to think about how mother did it right.
That's a
Wow.
1000% it right there. That's a
Let's
1000% it
go.
right there. But I mean, I get it because that's not what they do. That's not. I can imagine that's not what they're into, both of them. But with someone like Bay, she's gonna go in and study it, and she really in Texas. You know what I'm saying? But both
Yeah,
of
it made
those,
sense for
yeah,
her. It made sense for her.
right. Well, when the entire industry leans urban, whenever they need some edge because they abandon rock, they will be okay. Black folks lean into country for some money too. And that's the whole thing. The black guitars is returning. And I am so hyped. I've been hyped for years on the black guitars. I'm telling you. But it's coming. It's coming. So and again, we're gonna look back at these conversations and be like, yep, see, we had our finger on the pulse, of course. Finger on the pulse. But nah, you definitely gotta listen to, at least once, just give it a run
No,
through.
absolutely. I will.
Both of those projects is getting lambasted in these media articles, but hey, that's a different conversation. It might just because like people feel it being disconnected
Mhm.
from the genre, from the tools, the AI allegations might be usage tools and stuff. It's just off from the previous bodies of work. That's all. It's unfortunate, but it's all good. It's all good. Speaking of AI, we gotta leave you guys while we here. Hook ya. Shout out to IC through letting us know. And I've been seeing articles pop in left and right. The AI prompt engineering, prompt coding side, all of that whole, the bots, the agents. Guys gotta be careful out there. We recommend IC3 said don't download nothing out there right now because people are utilizing this tool now, and it's gotten so good that it's spotting vulnerabilities and insecurities in code left and right in a bunch of different code bases. Anthropic themselves already let us know, gave us a warning that yeah, we can't really release some of these tools that we've got because it's cracking these systems and it's finding the flaws and holes and bugs in these systems, and people are going to exploit them. So it's a lot. It's a lot. What we got right there? What we got right there? And bring that up.
It's about a paywall. Give me a second. Hold on.
Oh,
It's
you
all
get
about a paywall.
L exploitation. You Von Moore, you're not lying. But it's a tale as old as time. A new tool comes out, a new tech tool comes out. People are gonna be like, how can I utilize this to strong arm some money? And unfortunately, intentional trolls, unintentional trolls, I don't know. They're breaking systems, hacking systems left and right in seconds because that's, these LLMs, these chatbots are really good at doing that stuff now. Which is unfortunate. On the other side, though, I am seeing success stories around, people putting in their old hard drives and like I lost my keys to my Bitcoin bag, and Claude is able to help them find it. I don't know if if that's it's a real story,
Really?
but it's on the timeline. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, W, yeah. So you know. And it sounded like some genuine hype that, Claude was able to help him retrieve some keys and change his life. But, on the other side, people are gonna try to break what's going on. I saw that, but I'm not even sure what that means. Like it guessed the keys. No, I think essentially he did a bad practice and put put his seed phrase on some kind of text file way back in the day, went through a couple different, lost it, went through a couple different computer cycles or whatever, of course, and then built some with code or told, with Claude. It's like, hey, I need you to try to cycle through these seed phrases. You find some things with some seed phrase, looks like a seed phrase for Bitcoin. Did it do it? It did it, I don't know. He said it did. So that lost his seed phrase, you know. Said Claude was able to go through his old files and not guess it. No, not guess it, but find an old file that looked like it could be a phrase, try it, and that whole brute force process. I bet he gave it most of the words. He probably he might have remembered a couple, but probably not. It was like way back in the early days of like, it was like, what do you say, 2014, 15 when he had first got him or something. So I'm sure he didn't remember any of those words in that seed, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, y'all. It's good to see y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. You got Balmore in the building. It's good to see you, family. I see through the guru in the building. Nacho came through. He's on his drive, man. Hammond in the building. Good to see you, family. That's what's up. Drex, my guy, popped in. Maya in the building as well, too. Shout out to y'all. And my guy, Scape, asking for the shoe on the head. So, yeah. Okay, so it found it, not like it hacked it. Yeah, it just found it.
Yeah, and I
guessed it right.
went ahead and got over to Anthropic, and it's talking about Glasswing. So if you want to snatch that up, if you like,
absolutely.
But yeah, these are some big people. Initiative that brings together AWS, Apple, Cisco, CrowdStrike, Google, JP Morgan, Chase, Linux, NVIDIA. It's a lot going on to help secure the world's most critical software. So right down here, talking about Claude Mythos has already found thousands of high severity vulnerabilities, including some in every major operating system and web browser. It will not be long before such capabilities proliferate, potentially beyond actors who are committed to deploying them safely. And so these launch partners will use Mythos as a part of their defense to help make things stronger for these. So they said it's a starting point. Nobody can solve the cybersecurity, but I'm sure with Claude and AI and Anthropic, they'll find better ways to be more secure. So, okay. I mean, this sounds positive.
Sounds like these software companies do not have a choice, and they're like, and at least Anthropic is doing the big one and doing the good thing. Like, hey, you should probably partner with us because our thing is cracking all kind of stuff that we didn't suspect it was going to crack.
Correct.
So, get with us and let's fix this thing before we break the whole internet.
Now, a little bit of levity from I See Through, with a secret that none of us can see, and people who have a stake in the money that comes from saying a certain thing remain skeptical, because they will all get on a message and say whatever to keep that money flowing. Which I understand, but I do think there is not necessarily something to be said, but yeah, there is something to be said about these folks coming together and potentially doing something that could maybe benefit others, with as much as we see where people are using AI to exploit others. And that may be the optimistic side of me, the naive side of me, absolutely, I'm sure. But if I was at Microsoft, I'd be like, yeah, everybody's saying using AI to come for us, let's use it to show others how we can use it to better benefit them and their things, to keep them from getting snatched right and left, because we see that's always happening.
That part. Balmore says PSYOP incoming. You never know. We'll find out in about 20 years, like we always do. DeepMind seems to be doing the most to actually try to benefit humanity, from what I can see. Google DeepMind, that is. Yeah. It's fire. It's fire. Hey, Ms. V in the building. Good to see you.
Hi, friend. We're just talking about you. Were your ears burning?
Oh, that's funny. Balmore said sooner. Yeah. Because a couple of people out there, they're going to search it up and find the real with AI, with the chatbots. Anthropic and Google and all these other companies, OpenAI, we're going to win again. I'm native always. What you say, though? Okay.
We'll talk about Maurice for a second. Just for a second.
Now you talking mess again. No. We was talking about AI art, AI music, and that led us to, some little discussion around CB and, Champagne Man. It then changed his name again. Hey, whatever. But are they using AI? They might be. But hey, it's all good. It's all good. Voldemort. I'm weak. Also, speaking of the art, a
Yeah, I'm
big
like, go for it.
a big topic that I've been seeing left and right all over my IG. And I don't know, maybe I found my way into watch enthusiasts algorithm, but AP, Audemars, and Swatch did a collab, or was rumored to do a collab. Actually did drop today, the 16th. And yeah, it yeah. How much are those? All right, let's go ahead and let's pull this on up. Audemars and Swatch collab today. And it was
These are
interesting
cute.
because you like it?
Yeah, it's giving more Murakami and LV.
That one flavor right there is. Yes. Yes. The other
A
ones,
new collection that brings together creativity with an audacity with haute horlogerie. Come on, French. AB French coming in handy. Inspired by pop art, this collaboration reinterprets Royal Oak iconic codes through a disruptive pocket watch. Okay, let's see some other ones. Okay, I'm with it. That's giving Casio.
mhm, which is so interesting because for about 2 weeks we were teased, this collab all over, all over my algorithm, and the color palette was completely different from this. They were
Was
showcasing,
it?
a bunch of different colors, from grays, dark grays, black, white, just all the colors of the rainbow. Really, it was a whole swatch of rainbow. But this drop this morning is not what that was. So it's gonna be interesting to see how people feel about it. I know there was people lined up for this drop outside these stores, and yeah. But seeing it today, seeing that it's actually a pop art collection, and that makes sense. That makes sense. The color palette makes sense. Um, yeah. All I saw was stopwatch at first, but I see it's smaller and does not have the big buttons. You know that part. It looks fire. You like it, Von Moore? It looks fire. Okay. There's no make limit. Don't buy, resell. Mm. Hey, Ms. B said the 5C of watches. She's clowning. All right. Get us some
Wait,
for the
what was
faculty.
what did I see? 400 to 420 USD. That's not bad. That's not a bad price.
It's not. But, people have been discussing that because, an actual Audemars is definitely not 400
It is not.
$400.
It is not. But it's give yeah, wait, okay, hold on. I feel like this is giving gateway tactic. I see this says so none of these companies can slide us into a wearable. So one of these companies can slide us into a wearable AI version next.
In the pocket watch form factor? Mm,
It's given the economy is crap and we still need to make the money to
that part.
to me. Because this is
That
giving
part.
very much accessible. This is giving a lot of mainstream appeal. It's giving accessibility of AP for people who normally probably would not be able to afford it.
Right.
Um, but I just kind of see it from a different angle because I would probably spend some money on this if I had it. If I wasn't, on a Tiffany collection tip, I would get this pocket watch. I feel like I would snatch it up out my pocket, like and give you TF4, but Popeye style.
Mm. This is the tactic to get the kids back into non-digital watches. because the watchmaking industry is dying.
Because they sure don't know how to tell time.
I haven't even seen like classes getting away from analog clocks. But I mean,
Oh, is this what's going on at AP?
Donating funds to watchmaking programs for kids. Interesting. Because they're trying to figure that wearable stuff out. That's as much as they wish it could be. Yeah, the new second set of Ray-Ban, the Ray-Ban glasses, they're really trying to push those things too. They're really trying to push that. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's just hilarious how far off this final drop was from what people were speculating, because it's largely different. Kids don't know how much nickels and dimes are. Clocks are the least of my worries. Really? You think? I don't know. I think telling time on an analog clock is more important than a nickel and dime. Maybe not though. Maybe not though. Maybe not though. But how are we gonna tell time? How are we gonna tell? How are the kids gonna tell time if like something happens to the digital clocks or something happens? I don't know. You know, we need to teach sundials. That's what we need to teach. You feel me? Yeah, I tell time by the sun. See, beat you to it. I beat you to it. I mean, analog was based on the ancient sun. All right, beat both of y'all too. All right, we aligned here in this OhnahjiU Saturday. No, that's too funny. That's too funny. What we got? What we got, Bob? There we go. What we got?
Is this the original one? Is it the original?
No, that's the final. No.
Oh, okay. I'm looking for the originals.
Let me see if I can find it. I got you.
Okay.
You're gonna be. It's like it's a matte. It's just matte rainbow, and it had the other thing too is it had bands on here. So I don't know if the band's gonna be separate or how that's gonna work, but this pocket watch thing is kind of a wrench. But I did see hints at that too beforehand. So let me see. I'll find you some pictures. Yeah, here we go.
One day we're gonna have to talk about designer and the real. Yes, we should.
I gotta watch Devil Wears Prada 2 first. No, I'm just playing.
No, for real. Okay, wait. Don't get started. Yeah, no, absolutely. I still haven't seen it yet. It's on my list. I want to probably get out there. I got to get past these 4 days. You know what? That might be something I'm gonna do to celebrate the.
There you go.
Real one, we made completely different materials and diamonds and gems and rubies and stuff.
All right, here's an early.
It is correct, but I mean, if the poorest want to feel like they popping, Audemars Piguet watch, nipples in your necktie, Hermes briefcase, Cartier tie clips. Come on, if you know, you know.
I love it. I love it.
Hey, there we go. I knew somebody was gonna give me.
Yeah, it all comes back. It all comes back. Let's see. All right, let me see. So this was kind of similar to what I was seeing. This one's from 7 days ago.
Got you.
So yeah, Audemars Swatch collab. So it was, these matte full block colors with the bands, and it was showing all colors of the rainbow.
Wow.
And everything. So yeah. People were speculating the price.
That's very different.
Very different. Very different. Which is cool,
That is giving Casio though. But those are really nice. I wouldn't mind a solid color.
Yeah, Heyman's view is clowning. She bougie and fancy. This is for the poorest to influence with. And I'm not I don't know. I've seen a couple of Swatch stores, back in the day. like on the Vegas Strip and stuff like that. But I haven't really been like super intrigued by Swatch by itself. The black one, maybe, yeah, for sure, for
I'm
sure.
not really even a watch person. Like I wear an Apple Watch, but that's just because I like to track stuff, but not for the aesthetics. I'm
Yeah.
probably more of a ring bracelet person, but I mean, again, I will snatch out a pocket watch real quick and stun on y'all real quick. Excuse me, oh, you got a watch? Excuse me, let me take out.
You gonna need a monocle next.
Yeah, no, for real. I
Pocket
already
watch.
can't see, so I mean,
Uh, I like a nice watch, but let me see that chain. All right, all right. Maybe red. That's your watch out there. Okay,
with
I can.
that collab, I don't even let me see that chain. Oh, okay. I thought you meant a chain on the pocket watch, but no, you said another chain. Yeah, I'm open to Cuban.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
tired of the pave Cubans.
I'm
Let's
crying.
switch it up. Let's switch it up.
At least it's nice to see, some of the influencers on the moissanite instead of the blood diamonds and things. That's a cool little change. No.
No, I agreed. Agreed. Would like to find people who are sustainable with theirs. I was actually watching something a couple of weeks ago that was saying diamonds are no longer cool. Diamonds will forever be famous in my house, but that's me. But
Yeah,
not necessarily sustainable, but good practices.
yeah.
Absolutely. Um, but
Lab grown.
I
Okay.
was actually seeing some stuff the other day. I saw some. Who was it? Oh, I was looking at some jewelry the other day, and there was a Muscanite pendant, and I was like, "Oh, I could mess with that. I could mess with
They,
that."
they shiny.
I go back and forth with lab. I go back and forth with lab, but that's just me. I
I
like
was like,
I do like a big rock though. If I wanted a big rock, I'm going with lab because we like a
uh,
big rock around here.
that's too funny. That's too funny.
That's so
Yeah,
far off tangent, but I love it.
that's too funny. Big dub. So yeah, yeah. AI's been going crazy. There's been some art topics, and I think that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I don't know. Is that a Candy the Blood Diamonds? Give me the good. All right, here we go.
And see, I can leave leather alone. Period. I can leave it alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm cool. I'm cool.
But again, we all have our things. My toxic trait, I still eat Chick-fil-A. So I mean it is what it is.
Not the chick. We was just talking about that the other day. I can't get into it.
That's my
I can't
toxic
get into
trait.
it.
I love it. It's so good.
For
Yeah.
the food or like the lemonades.
No, the food. I will get a chicken nugget in a hot second. I will get me a sandwich with some pepper jack cheese in a minute.
Interesting. I mean, well, hey, it's all
But like
good.
I said, I've said this for a while. That's my toxic trait. I eat Chick-fil-A, and that's it. Maybe I should add I like blood diamonds, even though I don't like blood diamonds. But I don't think you can say you want a real diamond and people not look at you crazy.
Do you know how I got flamed for going to Kanye, but not Chick-fil-A? I'm weak. Hey, everybody's working on themselves. That's all.
Truly, truly, we are works in progress. We contain
Uh,
multitude.
that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, y'all. But yes, seriously, on the AI side, be careful what you're downloading out there. Because people are using these chatbots to set up all kind of. It's reminding me, I see through and boss and chat of all of these, these landmined NFTs that they were just getting airdropped left and right to people's wallets and stuff. It's giving a lot of that, which is unfortunate again, but the tool changes and the intention stays the same. So just be careful out there. Just want them to keep reclaiming their land and resources from Europeans and applying all that pressure in Africa.
I agree with that. Yeah, but it especially after what we opened opened with a little bit of the let me troll and then let me turn this around and mint the trolling and then come
Yeah.
out of it with a good chunk. Um, it continues to give me we're back. And I
Yeah.
don't, I mean, I don't, I, again, I don't, and I don't say that to, to get stuff moving, but it just kind of gives old, or should I say new cycle teas. Like if we are minting troll posts, um, if we're seeing these landmine NFTs come back, it's very much given what was going on at the peak of the last stuff. Now, hopefully, we will, with AI, um, find better ways to secure ourselves against it. Um,
Yeah.
would love to see more tools, not only protecting people from that, but from mint and landmine NFTs. And let's run this link through here. And I know we already have these, but things that are more mainstream, where we are very much like, hey, this is a good secure tool to help protect you out here in these streets. We'd love to see that. So I hesitate to
Thanks.
really say we're back until we find something like that, and until we see, market movement or someone or a project drop that really brings the people out, so that all the things that we've been developing over this time, we can see if and how they really work. Um, but
Thousand
even when
percent.
even as trolly and fun and wild as some of the stuff is, I'm like, all right, like we still in the game. We still in the game. It's not going anywhere.
It's still evolving. It's crazy, and it's interesting to see the players return, like same cycle stuff. The players
Yeah.
returning, who it was huge and is kind of cooking themselves. Nouns out there still 18 tokens in a row to the trash can. Uh-huh. So
Really?
yeah, I think it's done. I think it's done. Which is wild, wild. But well, these supply chain attacks are so much worse than spam token drops because at least those would only hit people who are into this stuff enough to have a wallet. They are poisoning software libraries at levels that impact software. That has nothing to do with AI because of the way we have been using software and packages, post install scripts, yada, 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 for years. What do you think about that? I mean, because I mean, sometimes there are the trolls or the people out there who are like, I'm doing the ecosystem a good one by highlighting these vulnerabilities. Like, how you feel about when people are, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what they call them, the white hat hackers or something. Like, what? I don't know, man. Boss, did you get impacted by Canvas? Oh, yeah, it's a good topic as well too.
What happened on Canvas? Apparently I didn't. Apparently
I
I
think
didn't. And if I did, we missed it.
I
Um,
think I don't know if it got hacked or not, but I know it went down for a while, and the kids was talking about it. So
oh, see, no, we're Google.
Google through and through, huh?
Yeah, we're Google. So Canvas got hacked and was shut down. Nah, yeah, no, not us. As far as not I'm aware of, I've missed the past 2 days. Um, because I've been at a conference, but I mean, when I checked my email today and uh, right before today, I don't really feel like anything was going on. So I don't think that it did, but we're very much Google, like Google Suite, Google Classroom, all that kind of stuff. So sorry to the Canvas people, or or yay to the Canvas kids. Look,
Yeah, yeah, that mostly that. It got us, but they got over it. Apparently, it was at the end of finals. Yeah, yeah, over here too. So I through said, now you have people who know how to do bad things. Now can brainstorm with the robot that is smart enough to find patterns and gaps that people would miss. Like they can figure out workflows to do a thing, hide the thing, delete the log. If you hiding it, reset the mainframe over here. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. You both are teachers. Yeah, bosses, and I see through is in the higher education side. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
up in the classroom. So if it would have definitely affected me because I know classroom side, not being able to access stuff. But whew, if it did affect me as a teacher, I'd be like, well, I mean, can we play a movie? Because I'm not worried
Right.
about send the links out for the movies because we get access.
Right.
And
That's funny.
I guarantee you the kids will try to exploit that for the rest of the year. At least I know mine would. Mine be like, I can get on. It's not updated.
Mm-hmm. So you
Green
guys
time.
have screen time restrictions coming in. Yeah, it's a big, big, huge recent topic in LA, LAUSD. Yeah.
We do
Yeah.
not, but there have been um, a little bit of talk about limiting how much we use our Chromebooks, or we allow them to use their Chromebooks or things like that. Because of their, I mean, I think we're starting to get the after the COVID stuff where everything very much was very digital, and we've seen the effect of how being so digital can affect their learning. And I mean, there are a few teachers on my campus who are like strictly no, uh, no Chromebooks. Now they've run through their their paper allotment, but they at least started the conversation in administration about trying to limit it somewhat, because now we do have a lot of students uh, who will use tools to try to circumnavigate and message one another, or be off task and things like that. So they're trying to get them back in the fold.
Love that. I love
A
that.
scooter man.
I see through said, give them the phones, give them the screens. I just prayed to the ancestors for a scooter ban. You know, that's hilarious. Because I was just talking to Havens V the other day about scooters. They're going, they must be, we must be at that supply chain excess where from, a couple Christmases ago, whatever, where they was OD expensive. Now they must not be, because I see these kids on them out here left and right zooming. So yeah, I feel you. I feel you. He said they're either gonna kill me or get me locked up. I'm weak. I mean, I think it's cool. I think it's cool that they're outside, but yeah, they have no sense of road etiquette at all. And they be zooming on those things.
And since we're talking about that, a huge plantation area campus with wide sidewalks, but not that wide, and they go 20 miles per hour. They're turning up on us out here for Waymo. They are
For
like
what?
King Waymo out the neighborhoods. We have them, a lot of them downtown and things like that. But they are starting to be real mad, you know, certain people, certain neighborhoods, that they are seeing the Waymos starting to be in the neighborhoods. They're like, get them out of here. They run lights. Well, somebody, what do you think of the children?
Interesting. Shoot, bring on Waymo. It will stay in the street. No, I just recently seen another. I think it was in Atlanta where they were just stuck circling around a cul-de-sac or
Yes,
whatever.
they
Oh,
call the
yeah,
tag. Exactly.
yeah. I mean, hey, we're gonna see more of that. We're gonna see more of the Waymos.
Yeah.
There's another company, Zooks or something like that in Vegas that I almost tried that I chickened out on. But yeah, these autonomous self-driving stuff, it's gonna be everywhere, you know.
Have you been in
Then we're
one?
gonna. I have not. I have not. Have you?
I haven't, but I want to try it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. If Waymo let me purchase a car and a service plan, I'm never driving again. We had that discussion too. She said, "Hey, if I could buy my own car, hook it up to somebody's network." I was like, "Oh, that's $1 billion idea," but I don't know if that will
Wow.
work. But
That's on point. Wait a minute.
let's clog that up. I see. Nah, but I don't know. Hey, Ms. V, you might be on your own because I like to drive. I'm kind of scared of the self-driving right now.
Now, I don't want to Waymo to drive me like to Houston. That's a 4-hour drive. I don't know about that. But Back and forth to school, maybe I can see that. That's like 40 minutes.
Yeah. Are the I mean, hey, are the robots and automation gonna turn the roadways and the highways into train tracks? Like, it's interesting. We'll see. I don't know. Couple
That
years we
would
might
be
see.
interesting to see. Forgive me for interrupting. That would be
No, you're
very
good.
interesting to see, a devoted lane or a devoted track for these.
Yeah.
Now you're talking. Now
Or
you're
if they
talking.
or if it just becomes like we have more driverless cars than drivers on the road and that whole balance shifts, it's gonna be the robots road. This is crazy.
Well, then
And
they need to start
then
making hover vehicles then.
yep, then we're gonna get into the air. Yeah, which we already are. They're already experimenting with drones and package delivery and all that good stuff. It's not That's nowhere near where it's supposed to be right now, but you would love a driverless car too. See, I like to drive, y'all. Mm. Those
I don't
might
know. I don't know how the drone food delivery works.
Yeah, I don't know if there's an option out here for that either.
No, we have them. Like all the Walmarts that are around me in this general area have built like a fenced area, and there
Mm,
are real tall towers. And from what I see, they load it into the drone and it rises up the tower and then it takes off. And then it comes back and lowers back down. But I'm just like, how does that work? My milk and eggs flying in the air?
yeah, yeah. It's gonna be a lot of dropped eggs and milk
I know. I want
in the
to see how it
beginning.
works. Do I like drop it down in your driveway? Like what happens?
Everybody in their houses is gonna have either like a small little helipad thing
Helipad
on the ground, marker. X marks the spot in everybody's house. Yeah, that's not far fetched, really.
is not.
Heyman's V said, think of the accessibility it would offer to people to have a self-driving car. I think though that's gonna be too many cars. I think ride share is gonna be for well, that's what we're already seeing. The Waymo kind of is. It's not a ride share. People can use it as a ride share, like a Uber, or whatever. But the Zoox one or whatever in Vegas is well, maybe it's not a ride share. It's like you order it too. But I'm sure we're gonna see like what is it? Uber. What's the Uber one where you can ride with other people too? Uh, yeah.
Uber pool, Uber something.
Is it Uber Pool? Yeah. I think we'll see more of that too, because there's gonna be too many cars on the road. We're already seeing them. People complaining about the Waymo circle in the cul-de-sac. Oh, just wait. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. We gonna have dead stop traffic out in LA. People just gonna get out the Waymo and walk themselves. Or hop on them scooters. I'm like, I see the kids like, give me my scooter out the trunk and zoom it. So ban human drivers, robots only, safer and cheaper. I mean, yeah,
That
humans
would be
aren't great
interesting to see.
drivers.
Like, I feel like people will be forever working if they
Mm,
have these robot drivers. Like, you're gonna have like a productivity co-op where you
yeah,
just get in the car and like, okay, we all have to go. Like now, there are so many people at this particular conference that are from all over the U.S. And I'm like, okay, yeah, we're going up to Dallas for a conference. Let's jump in the driverless and then let's do some conferencing on the way. Let's do some professional development with the
mhm.
folks in the car on the way because we got 4 hours to kill as we sit here.
It's what's gonna happen? It's gonna be the big Rivian electric powered Amazon bus instead of Greyhound watch. Because and unfortunately, that they got the money to do it. And then they're gonna be like, and then what's gonna happen? Unfortunately, oh, nobody's driving on their commutes. Oh yeah, everybody can work remote. That's cool, but everybody's working around the clock. Because guess what? You said we know you ain't got no commute time. You sitting in the Waymo truck.
That is, they're gonna
Get
have
in
you
this
like
call.
they're gonna have you clocking in when you leave the house.
Get in this call. But hey, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Uber costs 1,000 to go to Vegas from here. Don't we have from LA to Vegas? They're building the big hyperloop thing or whatever, hyper speed train. We're gonna see more of that too. Trying to
Are
catch up
y'all
with
getting that before us?
Japan.
Because I'm real mad they don't have this in Texas yet.
Oh,
Like very
no,
angry, but they keep shooting it down. I mean, of course they would, but whatever.
what destinations were they trying to connect over there?
Pretty much like the big triangle: Dallas, Austin, Houston, and San Antonio.
Yeah, gotcha.
And it would be like almost like a Shinkansen, so it would take 45 minutes to get from Dallas to Houston, which is normally a 4-hour drive.
Okay. I'll be retired by then. Won't be my battle. Yeah. I feel that. I feel that. But let me know your thoughts because I do have kids, and it will be my battle, their battle. He'll be saying, "Yeah, right. That's never coming." It gets off in Riverside. I mean, hey, I don't know. $1 billion ideas off through these chats, of course.
Always.
OhnahjiU Saturdays, loving it. Boss, anything else you wanted to touch on before we hop on out of here?
No, that was some good stuff. We had some good topics going on and some good conversation as well. It took us off on some tangents, but always some beneficial tangents. Always leaving with something to think about.
For sure. Got a light rail starting here in Maryland soon. No way to know how much it costs, but it could be useful. Yeah, all these projects start with a capital B in the billions and up, which is, I don't know if any of us in the US have it right now. Anthropic light rail coming soon. Just kidding. just kidding. It's all good. We gonna be all right. All right, family. No, W stream save a whole lot of time for certain commutes. That's true. All right, family. W stream OhnahjiU Saturday, May 16th. The halfway point before summer starting. Whew, crazy. Yeah, another amazing, good conversation. Day 271 out of 365. We'll be back tomorrow, of course. Got Boss 2.0, Dina Combs in the building. Yeah, shout out to Boss. Come say what's up to us in the Discord, y'all. Yeah, join the Discord, say what's up. We always have amazing conversations in there as well, too, sharing articles and tools and all that good stuff. But yeah, we will see y'all tomorrow. All right, family, we out. W stream. Oh, wait, hold on. I almost sold. Boss, you got to hear this.
The song. Let's go.
You got to hear this. You looking for CS programs? W question.
Right now I have a conversation on the schedule next week to see if I am even returning. So if so, probably so. If not, we'll see.
Love it.
But we still do need to chat because I would like to hear more. So I'll reach out because the summer's coming and we got to get back on the stream, friend.
Let's do it. All right. So my guy, I-Man, he's been cooking, Afro beats. You already know how I feel about Afro beats going in. But he's been on a run making these community songs. He did the Farcaster song, did a little jingle for Let's Talk About Eve, and then delivered a present to me, boss, with the Ohnahji song.
What? Okay. Ready.
I love it. Love the Department of Education, their budget cuts. Yes. Oh, well, here we go. I-Man. See if this will work. Audio?
Not yet.
I think
you didn't put it. I don't think you put it up.
I didn't put the audio, huh? Let's see. Remove. So let's go. That's all right. I don't know. Usually I share the audio tab, but I didn't. Let's see.
Okay, it looks like it's. Oh no, it's mid-screen. Okay.
All right, hold on. Cool. All right, we should be good now. Let's get it. I-Man Africa.
You added it, but it went away again. We don't see it.
All right, hold on.
I don't. It's great. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Let go. Let's do it. All right, okay. All right, okay. Yeah. Twitch notification. hit on my phone. OhnahjiU going live, we go vibe out, I know. I text my nigga, he gon' find me on that car. Party on chain, and my G say, where you at? I say, OhnahjiU, 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 yeah. OhnahjiU,
Hey.
OhnahjiU, OhnahjiU, yeah. OhnahjiU, 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 yeah. 2 fine honey, saw me on the car. We spoke for a moment. You know how it go, but they all came for me. I wasn't looking at all. Girl, I'm at the party. They like, tell me where is that? I say, OhnahjiU, OhnahjiU,
Let's
OhnahjiU,
go.
yeah. OhnahjiU, OhnahjiU, okay. OhnahjiU, okay. Glad y'all have me on cam now. Been a while, throw a little game out. He said it all, I just got a bank call. I share the car like bro, gotta share the gold. OhnahjiU, yeah. OhnahjiU, okay. I say,
You know the guy. Good to see you, family.
I said, 2 fine honey, watch me right on the stream. They look for a homie like a hotline and shit. Put a ball on me like, whoa, they ain't that deep. Where the boy they is? I'm like, girl, who you mean? They said, OhnahjiU, yeah. OhnahjiU, okay. Okay. I say, who knew Twitch would get lit like this? Bad dads going wild out like this. Whole community, full vibes out here. I holla Zao and tell him I'm having a good time out here. All that. OhnahjiU. I just say, OhnahjiU. How you doing? Hit him say, y'all chillin' with OhnahjiU.
I know that's right.
Yeah. Shout
Come
out to
on,
Hyman,
Chad.
man. He's going
That's the intro. That's you coming down the ramp. That's the song you coming down the ramp.
for real. Now he had the horns in there. Though I was like, okay,
Let's
that's kind of
go.
I see you. But no, he's been cooking up his kind of dynamic duo, him and this producer named Santana, both them out in Zambia. They've been killing it. So yeah, just cooking. A whole bunch of people was like, "Oh, is that AI?" I'm like, "No, that's my guy, man.
Real
He's
talk.
killing it. That is not AI." So yeah. OhnahjiU.
That is too cool. That is too nice.
Yeah, too
And
funny.
it's got like a little bop over there. Look, they need to open up the project. It might be time to turn that back around.
You feel me? So yeah, it's all good. All right, family. Yes, W stream. We out here. Yes, May 16th. Y'all have an amazing rest of the weekend. Let's get into it. Dub Z in the building. Yes. Did you hear it or you missed it? W Lurk. All right, family. We out of here. Boss 2.0, Dina Combs. I'm OhnahjiU, Brian, founder behind OhnahjiU and OhnahjiU University, y'all. Another OhnahjiU Saturday. Hope you guys had an amazing time. If you guys have any questions, please let us know about emerging tech, culture, anything. We would love to talk about, discuss any topics that you guys want to hear about. So, all right, y'all. Dubs, we out. Peace. W stream.